Um, have you ever wondered where paper, gunpowder, and the compass originated from? The answer lies in the ancient Chinese dynasties. Let's take a step back in time, over 4,000 years ago, to the birth of a civilization that started with the Xia Dynasty. The Xia, known as the first dynasty in Chinese history, laid the groundwork for an era that would see an explosion of innovation and culture. Following the Xia, the Shang Dynasty emerged, making its own indelible mark on history. Known for its mastery in bronze casting, the Shang Dynasty created intricate artifacts that still leave us in awe today. Moreover, they developed the oracle bone script, an early form of Chinese writing that is still studied by scholars worldwide. The seeds of greatness were planted during these early dynasties. From the Xia to the Shang, Chinese civilization was only just beginning to blossom. Enter the Zhou Dynasty, a period often referred to as the classical age of China. The Zhou's reign, stretching from the 11th to the 3rd century BC, was a time of immense progress, especially in the realms of agriculture and iron casting. The Zhou's contributions to agriculture were groundbreaking. They introduced a more efficient method of irrigation, allowing farmers to cultivate rice in paddies. This marked a significant shift from the traditional slash and burn method of farming and resulted in a food surplus that fueled the population growth and expansion of the Zhou kingdom. Moving on to iron casting, the Zhou dynasty took this craft to a whole new level. They mastered the technique of creating iron tools and weapons, which was a game changer in both the agricultural and military realms. But the Zhou dynasty wasn't just about technological advancements. It was also a period of profound intellectual and philosophical growth. Two of the most influential philosophers of all time, Confucius and Laozi, emerged during this era. Confucius, the father of Confucianism, emphasized the importance of ethics, morality, and respect for authority. His teachings played a significant role in shaping Chinese society and continue to resonate today. On the other hand, Laozi, the founder of Taoism, advocated for a life of simplicity and harmony with nature. His philosophy promoted the idea of Wu Wei, or non-action, suggesting that the best way to live is to flow with the natural course of things. These philosophical contributions from the Zhou dynasty laid the foundation for much of Chinese thought, influencing not only the subsequent dynasties, but also the rest of the world. In sum, the Zhou dynasty, with its advancements in agriculture and iron casting, coupled with the philosophical insights of Confucius and Laozi, was a period of significant progress. The Zhou dynasty set the stage for the golden age of China. The Qin dynasty, albeit short-lived, forever changed the course of Chinese history. Emerging from the chaos of the Warring States period, the Qin dynasty, led by the formidable Qin Shi Huang, brought about a new era of unity and consolidated rule. This era marked the end of a fragmented China, transforming it into a unified empire. The Qin dynasty's rule was revolutionary in many ways. One of the most significant was the standardization of the written script. Before the Qin, the various states had their own scripts, which created barriers to communication. However, the Qin dynasty established a single, uniform script, enabling easier communication across the vast empire. This was not just a linguistic revolution, it was a cultural and political one. It fostered a shared identity among the people and solidified the central government's control. In addition to the written script, the Qin standardized weights and measures. This might seem mundane to us today, but back then, it was a revolutionary act. It facilitated trade and commerce, promoting economic growth. Moreover, It further strengthened the central government's control and enhanced administrative efficiency. Yet, perhaps the most enduring symbol of the Qin dynasty's might is the Great Wall. While parts of the wall existed before the Qin, it was Qin Shi Huang who ordered the connection of these walls and the construction of new sections, creating a formidable line of defense against northern invaders. The Great Wall stands today as a testament to the Qin's military might and the centralization of power. But the Qin dynasty was not just about consolidation and control. It was also an era of massive construction projects and infrastructure development. The Link Canal, one of the world's oldest canals, was built during this time, promoting trade and transportation. The Qin dynasty's reign, although brief, left an indelible mark on Chinese history. Its revolutionary policies laid the foundation for future dynasties and shaped the destiny of China. The Qin dynasty's legacy is truly monumental. That's how the Han Dynasty, one of the longest and most influential dynasties in Chinese history, brought forth an era of great prosperity and innovation. The Han Dynasty, emerging in 202 BC and lasting until 220 AD, was a period of cultural and technological development that left a profound impact on the face of China and the world. One of the most notable advancements during this time was the invention of paper. Yes, paper, that simple yet indispensable material that revolutionized the way information was shared and stored. Prior to this, bamboo and silk were used, but they were cumbersome and expensive. The invention of paper made education more accessible, boosting literacy rates and fostering a culture of learning and intellectual discourse. Moving on, let's take a seismic leap into another groundbreaking innovation of the Han Dynasty, the invention of the seismoscope. Invented by Zhang Heng, a polymath of the Eastern Han period, this was an instrument designed to detect earthquakes hundreds of miles away. This early warning system was incredibly advanced for its time and helped save countless lives by providing early warnings of potential disasters. The Han Dynasty also saw the significant expansion of the Silk Road, a network of trade routes connecting east and west. This not only facilitated the exchange of goods, but also of ideas, cultures, and technologies. The Silk Road became a conduit for the spread of Buddhism from India to China, contributing to the rich tapestry of Chinese religious and philosophical thought. Under the Han Dynasty, China witnessed a great surge in arts, science, and literature with the establishment of the Imperial Academy, a state-run institution for higher learning. This educational reform paved the way for the civil service examination system, a model that was emulated by other societies around the world. The Han Dynasty was a period of immense growth and progress, an era that saw China rise as a global power. Its innovations in technology, trade, and education have shaped the country's trajectory and continue to resonate in the modern world. The Han Dynasty left an indelible mark on the fabric of Chinese society. The Tang Dynasty, often hailed as China's Golden Age, was a period of unprecedented prosperity and cultural growth. This era, spanning from the 7th to the 10th centuries, gave rise to remarkable advancements in technology that forever changed the course of history. Let's delve into one of the most significant inventions of the Tang Dynasty, woodblock printing. This technique revolutionized the dissemination of knowledge and culture, making books more accessible to the masses. The Diamond Sutra, a Buddhist text, is one of the oldest surviving examples of a printed book, dating back to the 9th century. Woodblock printing not only democratized knowledge, but also fostered the spread of art and literature, leading to an explosion of creativity that marked this era. Now, let's turn our attention to another groundbreaking discovery of the Tang Dynasty, gunpowder. Although initially used for medicinal purposes, gunpowder soon found its way into the battlefield, forever changing the nature of warfare. This potent mixture of sulfur, charcoal, and saltpeter was the first chemical explosive and propellant known to humans, setting the stage for the development of firearms and artillery. Finally, we come to the compass, a tool that revolutionized navigation and exploration. While the ancient Chinese initially used it for geomancy and fortune-telling, the compass soon became an indispensable tool for navigators, opening up new trade routes and enabling voyages of discovery. This humble instrument, with its magnetic needle always pointing north, guided explorers across vast oceans and unknown lands, shaping the world as we know it today. These innovations, from the Tang Dynasty, woodblock printing, gunpowder, and the compass, are among the 4 great inventions of ancient China. They not only transformed the Chinese civilization, but also had far-reaching impacts on the world, shaping the course of human history. The Tang Dynasty's legacy still resonates in modern China. Its advancements in technology, art, and culture have left an indelible mark on the nation, and its spirit of innovation continues to inspire the world. All good things must come to an end, and so it was with the ancient Chinese dynasties. The Tang Dynasty, often considered the high point of ancient Chinese civilization, was not exempt from this universal truth. Despite its golden age, the Tang Dynasty began to wane in the mid-8th century. A combination of political corruption, economic troubles, and devastating natural disasters played a significant role in its decline. The Anlushan Rebellion, which occurred between 755 and 763, was a turning point. This brutal 8-year-long civil war shook the Tang Dynasty to its core, leading to a profound loss of life and a severe weakening of the central government. Following the rebellion, the Tang Dynasty never fully recovered. Power became increasingly decentralized, with local warlords gaining more and more influence. The emperor's authority dwindled, and the dynasty's vast territories began to fracture. This period of decline ultimately led to the fall of the Tang Dynasty in 905, marking the end of nearly 300 years of rule. What followed was a chaotic period known as the 5 Dynasties and 10 Kingdoms. Over the next half-century, China was divided and ruled by numerous short-lived states. It was a time of political instability and fragmentation, a stark contrast to the unity and prosperity of the Tang era. Yet even in this time of chaos, the cultural and intellectual achievements of the Tang Dynasty continued to have an impact. In the end, it was the Song Dynasty that managed to reunify China in 967, effectively ending the period of the 5 Dynasties and 10 Kingdoms. But the scars of this tumultuous period remained, shaping the course of Chinese history for centuries to come. The fall of the ancient dynasties marked the end of an era, but their legacy lived on. The ancient Chinese dynasties may be long gone, but their innovations and philosophies continue to shape the world. We've journeyed through the rise and fall of these dynasties, from the Xia and Shang to the Han and Tang, and marveled at their groundbreaking inventions and profound wisdom. The Xia Dynasty, shrouded in the mists of time, laid the foundation for a civilization that would endure for millennia. The Shang Dynasty, with its oracle bones and bronze vessels, gave us valuable insights into the spiritual and everyday life of ancient China. The rise of the Qin dynasty marked the birth of a unified China, with its standardized script, weights and measures, and construction of the Great Wall. The Qin dynasty set the stage for an era of unprecedented growth and development. The Han dynasty, often likened to the Roman Empire in the West, brought forth innovations like paper and the seismograph. The invention of paper revolutionized communication, contributing to the spread of knowledge and culture. The Tang dynasty, a golden age of art and culture, saw the invention of gunpowder and the compass. Gunpowder, while initially used for medicinal purposes, later transformed warfare, while the compass revolutionized navigation, opening up new routes for exploration and trade. Even as the ancient dynasties crumbled, their legacy endured. The philosophies of Confucius and Laozi, steeped in wisdom and insight, continue to guide personal and societal conduct. The Confucian emphasis on filial piety, respect for elders, and the value of education remains deeply ingrained in many cultures. Laozi's Taoism, with its focus on harmony and balance, has influenced art, politics, and personal well-being. Immerse yourself in the rich tapestry of Chinese history, and you'll discover a world of innovation and wisdom that continues to resonate today.